Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel India Gate. So in this second lecture of TOC, we talk about finite automata. Finite automata is mathematical model which contains finite number of state and transition between the states. Finite automata is further divided into two parts. First one is without output and second one is with output. The without output is further divided into three parts. First one is DFA, deterministic finite automata. Second one is your NFA, non-deterministic finite automata, and third one is your null NFA. It is also known as empty NFA. The without finite automata is used for compiler language recognition. Now come to with output finite automata. It is also divided into two parts. First one is your Mealy machine and second one is your Moore machine. It is used for output generator like digital circuit. Now come to DFA. DFA is a deterministic finite automata in which from each and every state on every input symbol exactly one transition should be exist. Means if Q1, Q0 is your initial state and Q1 is your final state, then the transition between Q0 and Q1 exists exactly one input symbol. Means if Q0 is going to other state, it not produce the same symbol transition as like A. So this is wrong for DSA case. It is applied in only NFA state. Now there is 5 tuples in DFA. First Q, sigma, delta, Q0, F. Q represent finite number of states, where sigma represent input number of symbol alphabets, and delta represent transition function. In the case of DFA, the transition function mapping of transition function Q is to sigma equal to Q, the finite number of states. Q0 represent your initial states. There must be only one initial state in the case of DFA. And the set of initial state may be different or multiple. The initial state is represented by single arrow with single circle, and the final state is represented by double circle. Now, what is the acceptance mechanism of the DFA machine? So, by reading string transition from left to right, if DFA enter into final state, given string is accepted, otherwise not accepted. Means Q0 is your initial state, Q1 is your final state, then From Q0 state, the input symbol A is given to transition state Q1 as a final state. So this is accepted by DFA. If the function is not going to final state like this, then it is not accepted by DFA. So this is not accepted by DFA because it is not goes to final state. So if in there no final state in the DFA, so what will be happen? Then in the case, empty language will be accepted by the DFA. For example, the minimal DFA accepted all string A and B, including null. So there may be So we know that the finite automata represented by two types. First one is your transition diagram and second one is your transition table. So transition diagram is represented by circle and arrow. Circle represent Q, your state position, and arrow represent your transition. And in your transition table, it is represented like row and column format in the table structure. So as per the given example, there are two or more type of the transition diagram exist. One is this and another is this. This is your shortest form on their side. After the elimination of null transition, it becomes like this. So as per the DFA statement, there is when the state of the Q0, the input symbol is A, then output symbol is also your Q0, and there is only one output state as like your Q0. So this is accepted by DFA. And as well as when we give P input, the output state or transition will be your Q0, which is represent on their side. Now we move on. NFA. NFA is a non-deterministic finite automata. From each and every state, one input symbol, there may be 0 or more than 0 transition exist. Means, in given example, you have to see that there at the state of Q1, when we give 1 as an input symbol, then the output will be the output transition goes to Q1 itself as well as goes to Q0. So there is represent two states. There is also 5 tuples in NFA: Q, sigma, delta, Q0 or F. But transition in the NFA is different. There is mapping between the Q and sigma, but the output or equal to is 2 to power of Q or P of Q. So the NFA table is represented like here, because the final and initial state is same. So arrow and circle is represented here on Q0. When we give at the state of Q as the input symbol 0, then it comes the Q0. So we write it here Q0. And when we give one input symbol from Q1 state, then it goes to Q1 state. So it represent on their side as your final state. At the position of Q1, when we give 0 as an input symbol, then it is go itself Q1. So here we write Q1. And when we give 1 at this position, then we got two output, two states. One is your Q1 itself and another one is your Q0. So there is a multiple state in the case of NFA, and in the case of DFA only one transition state is represented at the one input symbol. So you are very well understand what is the difference between the NFA and DFA. Now coming to null NFA. Null NFA or empty NFA is similar like NFA, because just there is used only null or empty symbol as the input symbol. So it is known as null NFA. And the transition diagram of null NFA is also similar like NFA. So from given example, it is clear in the given example, when we giving the input string between the Q1 and Q0 and as well as Q1 or Q2, so it is represent your null NFA, but it's converted into your NFA as like removing only on null NFA, then it will becomes like this. Now move on finite automata with output. So there is also two types. One is your Moore machine and second one is your Mealy machine. The Moore machine is different to Mealy machine because the output is associated with states, but in Mealy machine the output is associated with transition, not the state. I give an example, then you understand clearly. See there, in this diagram, the output is associated with your state, but in this diagram, the output is associated with your transition. When we give input symbol A, then output is 1. And in this case of Moore machine, when we give A, the output symbol is 1, which is represented or associated with states, and here is associated with transition. This is two main difference between the Mealy and Moore machine, and in the both cases there are 6 tuples: Q, sigma, delta, Q0, triangle and lambda. Whereas represent finite number of state, sigma represent input alphabet, delta represent transition function, and Q0 represent initial state, and triangle represent output alphabet, and your lambda represent output function. There is another difference between Mealy and Moore is that your output function, the output function of Mealy and Moore machine is different with their mapping. When the mapping from your lambda is that you produce triangle, and Mealy machine lambda when mapping from Q to sigma it produce triangle. It produce triangle. So today's session is end here. I hope you understand all the points. Who one is not subscribed this channel, please subscribe and like and share this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.